the American West, an icon on the global scale. A place full of wonder, history, and inspiration. And word is, this is one of the most remote places in the lower 48. And we are here to find out just how remote this place can be. Welcome back. Jess and I had time to recharge this week from our 3-day trek from North Carolina last weekend. And now it's time to go out and explore this corner of Southwest Texas. Since today involves a national park, Polka and Kenai have to stay home, but a nice walk in the morning helps mellow them out so they can take a little nap while we're gone. And the campground we are at has this nice trail that leads to a beautiful overlook of the Chizo mountain range. Sit. Okay, gotta be free. Alright, good boy. Gotta be free, okay? Okay. This little trail that I'm on is a short hike from our campsite, and it is absolutely beautiful. I've come up here all week just to get away, just to explore a little bit. We got here on Monday and it was about 75 degrees. It was nice and toasty. And then the very next day, a cold front came in and the high was, I think, like 35 or so for the next, I think, through Thursday of this week. It was nothing but 35 to 40 degrees. And today I think it's going to be the only day it's going to be in the mid to high 50s. Tomorrow to be back in the 70s and 80s throughout next week. It'll be nice, but it's a little chilly. So I tried to make it up for sunset or sunrise this morning, and I'm glad I did. I mean, look at this. It hadn't been peaked yet, and it's absolutely stunning. Seriously guys, this campground is one of the most scenic Jess and I have ever been to. This place has incredible views no matter which way you look. The only catch? It's about 40 miles from the nearest town. Which means you better get groceries and stock up on water before making camp, even in the winter. Down here, dirt roads are the norm, as pavement didn't make it too far off their highway and travel is slow. Just to get off the campground, the road is 16 miles to the next connecting road, but it's alongside some of the most impressive buttes and messes I've ever seen. In case you're wondering, Jess and I are staying at the Terlingua Ranch Lodge, which is one of the older campgrounds in the area, founded in 1976. And it does come with some interesting history, involving a guy you may know named Carol Shelby. The next 25 miles is pretty barren, before we eventually hit Terlingua for breakfast at one of the local spots called Espresso y Poco Mas. Cool thing about once you pull into Terlingua is all the little vendors. There's a cinnamon roll spot over here. There's some people selling books. There's a little bit of everything here. And the spot where we parked at is typically, at least this time last year when we came, was filled with RVs who were just boondocking for the night. And we're about to go get breakfast now at Jess's favorite spot, the Espresso y Poco Mas. Don't expect there to be an overabundance of options to eat in Terlingua, but there are a few quality spots, and this place is one of them. Espresso y Poco Mas is an outdoor-only restaurant like most others in the area.
Like no pressure at all.
Also starting the morning with a little horchata.
A little what?
Horchata.
There you go.
That's how he said it. That's what it said.
That's not what he said.
So Jess wants to teach me Spanish, but she only corrects my Spanish. She doesn't really teach me
That's
the
a form of
Spanish.
teach, correcting.
Bullying is more like it.
Also on the rock next to it.
That's pretty good. I'm glad I added bacon because it doesn't come with it originally, but worth the upgrade. How's yours? Pretty good. All right, so that was pretty good. It was light, it was filling, but I think I'm about to overdo it because we saw a cinnamon roll spot on the way in here.
It's a nice little stand, homemade.
Homemade cinnamon rolls. I mean, where else can you get that? Actually, probably a lot of spots, but only spot you can get it in Big Bend.
Thank you.
So we got a cinnamon roll. She got
I am a sucker for a blueberry muffin.
She got a muffin, so we got something sweet to enjoy on the ride in to Big Bend. The Maverick entrance is about 10 to 15 minutes from Terlingua. And of course, Jess and I had to stop by the entrance sign for a little fun before heading on in to renew our America the Beautiful pass.
You know, print and sign on the back. You want a hard map?
Yes, please.
There it is, America the Beautiful. Same color, but a different animal this year. The ride in from the ranger station is always a special one here because it typically starts flat and mostly unassuming. That is until you're right up next to the Chizos. Only then can you get a grasp on how grand this mountain range is. So this is the Lost Mine Trail parking lot. There's only maybe 30 spots and you got to get here a little early, but luckily these guys over here are leaving, so we found us a spot to get in. Jess and I are at the trailhead for the Lost Mine Trail, which is one of the most popular trails here in Big Bend. We're gonna start with this one, go ahead and get it knocked out and
See why it's so popular.
see why it's so popular. It says it offers great views around here. The Lost Mine Trail climbs to the side of the Lost Mine Peak, offering spectacular views of Juniper Canyon and the northeast rim of the Chizos. This is our second time here in Big Bend and hiking in Big Bend, and I'll say it holds up. You know, we got to visit 12 national parks last year, and coming back to Big Bend, because it was our first last year, it holds up to any national park out there. Though it's not necessarily number one on our list, it's pretty high on the list, I'd say. How about you?
Yeah, it's exactly how I feel. Like, it's still beautiful, but it's not number one on my list.
I will say one thing though. This is probably the most perfect desert winter getaway anybody could have. Like, if you're just looking to get away for a little bit, in the United States at least, you can go further down to Mexico. But if you're looking to stay in the States and you want to go somewhere warm and get in some kind of like desert climate, this is the perfect spot for you. Like, I'm in a light long sleeves right now and I'm a little warm. Another thing you'll notice on trail is all these aloe plants. I'm not sure the technical name for them, but I do know that they do have aloe in them. You'll see these scattered all along the trail. So I think we found our first overlook of the trail, which is maybe 3/4 to a mile in, but you're getting all the views here. Absolutely beautiful. Look at all that, guys. Absolutely, just take a peek over that way. That is beautiful. You know, for there to be so many cars at the parking lot, it doesn't feel that way once you get on trail. It feels very, very secluded. I mean, you pass people here and there, but it's not like other national parks where it's just literally bumper to bumper all the way up and all the way down, which is nice. Very much a welcome surprise. Last time we came here, we hiked Emery's Peak, which is the tallest peak in Texas. It's the tallest peak in, well, of course, Big Bend National Park. But how do you like this trail compared to the Emery Peak Trail?
It has more views, and you know I'm a view girl.
This one?
Yes.
Yeah?
I do feel like it has more views, and I'm more of a view person. I like to know what it is that I'm working hard for.
That's right.
Difficulty level, this is a lot easier though, I feel.
It is a lot easier. It's a lot shorter of a trail than Emery Peak, but it is absolutely beautiful. I would probably choose this trail again over Emery Peak just for the views, like you said. I mean, all the way up, it's nothing but views. All right, come on, Jess. Let's show them how to do it. We're no amateurs. We got this. I'm not sure if you can see Jess, but she is all the way down there, enjoying an amazing view. Good job, man. You made it all the way down here.
Sure did.
How was the ride down?
Got a little nervous, you know. I'm a little afraid of heights, but you know, not too bad.
It looks more, the steep down looks a little bit more narrow from where I was over here. I thought it was just like a little bridge coming down, but no, it's pretty wide. One of the quietest places I've been to. Like there's a few people coming and going, but in that in-between stage where nobody's here, it is absolutely quiet. Well, I hear some people way back there.
But you hear the sound of the wind.
Yeah, you hear the sound of the wind. Like, I can whisper, and I'm sure the audio is picking up just fine on the GoPro, which is unheard of, really. So we just made it up from all the way down there, and that was a little bit of a thigh burner getting up. I will say.
2, 3.
Jess is being
There
the
we
pro
go.
photographer today.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. Have a good hike.
I'm gonna be a little like mushroom.
And we have made it back down to the truck.
North Carolina.
What's she talking about, girl?
On the license plate.
You're reading on a plate, see where everybody's from?
Yeah.
Now it's time to head on out to the next and last hike of the day, which takes us down yet another off-road trail for about 15 miles. Easy ride, right? Like, it was nice. Brings you back to how I was raised up on a dirt road.
It's like 30 minutes of constant bumping. Oh. So it's 2.2 miles round trip. Never believe or trust Trey when
I said it was a mile one way.
gives you a distance. Doesn't matter.
Jess has been inspired by the purple cactus. That's about the right level of sound I want wherever I set roots at. Absolutely nothing, can't hear anything. And this trail takes us to the Balanced Rock. I haven't been out here before just yet. I've seen photos of it online and it looks cool. Kind of reminds me something out of Arches National Park with all the delicate balance things, structures, heavy things. And that's what drew my attention. I was like, yep, there's something heavy that's not supposed to be there, but is there. I'm gonna go check it out. Down here in Big Bend, you kind of have to be in the outdoor space to some degree to have fun. There really isn't much to do here besides hike, ATV, ride mountain bikes, and play a little golf down at the Lajitas Resort. So if you're not into either of those things, I think a weekend trip would probably fit a little better. Ladies and gentlemen, the Balanced Rock. Ta-da! In 3, 2, 1, click, click, click.
Hurry up.
Click. Where does this lead to? This is right beside the Balanced Rock. Is this like a... Am I walking in some ancient home over here? I mean, it could have been, but... I mean, honestly, during the rain... This...
It don't rain out here.
It does rain. It does have a monsoon season, and this is where you would find me. Keep my fire warm right over here. This is where I'd make meals and stuff. My little kitchen, fire, and shelter. I would probably just kick my feet back up over there in the corner and be good to go. What else do you need? Would you come all the way back out here for this trail? Nah? One and done?
Yeah. Cool little mile hike. I think the most exciting parts were rock climbing, not even rock climbing, but just like the scramble, the little rock scramble to get to the actual Balanced Rock. Now, is it worth the long drive to get here? So it wasn't even like a long drive, it was just bumpy and rocky, and again, my stomach. I mean, for sure you'll need a 4-wheel drive vehicle to get here, but it was nice. We stayed for like less than 5 minutes.
It's beautiful out here. Absolutely gorgeous, man. I know that's my favorite word. Gorgeous, beautiful. But it really is. It really is.
You like your ride?
I did like my ride. A bit bumpy back there though, I was saying. And a bit chilly. So it's good to be back up front. This is the famous El Gordo's food truck in Terlingua, which is just about the only dinner spot we eat at down here.
Good at yourself? Good, thank you. Do you guys, I'm sorry, tamales? Do you have tamales?
Yes.
Oh, can I do 2 of those? Sí. Yes, please. And can I do quesadillas de birria? Oh, quesadillas de birria? Sí, please. Y una coca mexicana, por favor.
Alright, Jess, so while we wait for our food, why is this place like your all-time favorite when you come down to Big Bend?
Guys, it's just such good food. And it's authentic and it's Mexican and I love it.
Yes. What we got here? Alright, Jess. Does it hit as well? The second time.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. Hands down. If I could.
I would say so too. Added a little salsa verde on it, and pretty good, I would say. And these are the Al Pastor tacos. I'm about to break into the birrias next. Birria next. Opening up the box of birria. First, I'm gonna start with a little sprinkle. And just Alright guys, we got a late start to the day. We had to catch up on some work, and we're gonna go back to Terlingua now to go explore more of the town of Ghost Town as well. And Kina's gonna come with us, right?
Yes.
He's gonna come with us?
Mhm.
Let's go. Let's go. Can you get up there? Yeah, you can. Good boy.
An update. Big boy got to come with us.
I feel bad, so I went back and got her. Tell you what though, it doesn't feel like it's 80 degrees out here.
What does it feel like?
Oh, it feels like 65 maybe?
Nah. Feels like 70.
Maybe 70.
Yeah.
Did you meet a friend? Did you meet a friend, good boy?
Thank you though. Appreciate it.
The Terlingua Trading Company is kind of a one-stop gift shop that has a range of interesting goodies and a good wine selection too, with a little mini library inside. Most importantly, they allow dogs.
So we just left the Terlingua Trading Post. Kenai made some new friends. Boca even came out as well and warmed up a little bit to that. What was he? Was he a Doberman? Yeah, he was a sweet boy. She did really well. No accidents or anything. No fights. So all became friends. Really cool store. We walked out with a magnet and nothing else.
That's it.
I think we did pretty good, right?
We did good, man. Yeah. That looks delicious, honestly.
Fudge and Reese's sprinkled.
This milkshake is giving me life right now. Pure Vita. How about you? Like yours?
All right, so we had ice cream before dinner, which it's all thanks to this guy right here.
Hey, thanks to me.
Yeah, thanks to you.
You saw it on the way in here, was like, we gotta stop.
Well, we have to stop after dinner, but Trey says, you know, I gotta live life, so.
Like eating my sweets beforehand.
Oh, is that right? Anyway, we're about to go get some actual dinner now.
Another thing I think that's really cool when you come out here is these rustic, but like they're old homes that used to be out here way back in the day. And, you know, some of them kind of crumbled. These are some of the original homes that were here in Ghost Town, Terlingua. So, another thing you might want to know, how long should you expect staying down here once you're down in Ghost Town, Terlingua? And what is your opinion? Oh, we got some fans. They were waving at us.
My opinion on staying here, well, I mean, we're staying for 2 weeks. For me personally, 2 to 3 weeks is a good enough time frame.
Do you think so?
Here. Yes. Now, granted, if you're not working during the weekdays, then that's a good enough time frame. But if you're free, then maybe 1 to 2 weeks is enough.
Yeah. And you don't have to be an RVer to come down here. Just like preface it with that, they do have, actually I saw a lot of A-frame little cabins on the way in here. And I saw some teepees for more primitive style camping. But they do have like little cabins and stuff like that if you want to rent them out. You don't always have to bring your RV or bring something down here, but it would be a little cooler if you did. There you go. Guys, what you're looking at is the only gas station in Terlingua Ghost Town, and they do charge a little premium for it. So when we were coming in from Alpine last week, which is about another 80-mile drive north, gas prices were about $2.70, $2.80. It is $4.06 down here in Big Bend. So you do get that only gas station available price. We had plans to go back to the taco truck, but they operate like Chick-fil-A and they're closed on Sundays. So we ended up trying a new spot called Taqueria El Milagro. Time to do the taste test on these tacos and compare them to the food truck. Taste-wise, they're pretty good. I'll say about even. They're just a little smaller than the food truck tacos. That's the only difference. They'll get the nod to the food truck. All right, guys. Jess and I have made it back to the campground. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing there behind me besides mountains and stuff, and maybe a herd of longhorn sheep out there somewhere. But I hope you guys were able to learn something about Terlingua Ghost Town, or be reminded of what it was if you visited and just kind of forgot what the place was like. It was an absolute beautiful time showing you guys around Big Bend and Terlingua Ghost Town. And if you have been out here, let me know down below what's your favorite part about this place. And if not, let me know if you're going to plan on coming down here. Because guys, I think everybody who's slightly into the outdoors should come down here at least once. So that's gonna be it from us. From here, we actually go down to, or up to, New Mexico next week. So tune back in, and if you haven't checked out our freshman year playlist or any of our sophomore year playlists, go back and check that out. And we will see you guys next week in our next adventure. Peace out, much love, and we'll see you next week.